Hey guys, it's Kill Zone.
And it's Shake, and we have another most beautiful. Any words to put in?
Most tasty and delicious story
Oh,
to tell you guys today. All right, so we're doing our second conjoined story. Our last video that we uploaded, I believe, was the man with the red eyes, and I want to point out that that was all true. That was not fake. All right, so in the meantime, you guys all know how this works. I'll talk for 1 minute, tell a story in that 1 minute, and then Yeshu will talk for 1 minute and add on, and then we'll switch around. So in that 1 minute, we're gonna get some things in. Wait, we got 12 seconds. Come on, what do you want to say?
um, remember to like and subscribe at the bottom of this video, and follow us on Twitter, and we'll have an Instagram coming up too.
Right there. All right. So, all right, the story begins with the zombie apocalypse. All right, I know. Just bear with me. All right, so the people from Unlockable Stories, me, Shake, and Mr. Fizzy, aka Firm Splash.
It's very firm. It splashes everywhere.
Very wet.
Oh,
But so we all make it out of our houses. We all meet up. We all get in a pickup truck, and we go to the we go to Lake we go to Stanton, thinking that we can hide in there because what zombie's gonna think a kid's gonna go to a school to hide? I mean, they're gonna all go to the gun store. So we all go there. Unfortunately, there are three teachers in the school left. A woman named Miss Grinder, a woman named Miss Rodriguez who can go fuck herself, and a teacher named Mr. Callahan. So yeah, take it from there.
all right. So Miss Grinder, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
She's the Spanish teacher.
She has a daughter that happens to be in the classroom. She's blonde, and her name is, once again, Reagan.
I hate you so much.
Now, Reagan sees Matt, and she instantly falls in love, right? She's like, "Oh, I love your dimples and your Spanish body." She didn't say body though. She says bod. You know, like those really ugly girls who do like the OMG, TTY, like stuff like that.
TTY. TTY. You sound Asian when you say that.
TTY.
TTY.
Oh, all right. So she follows him around secretly without us knowing. You know, she's walking around. She doesn't know that we're on her side because people have made rebellions, and then instead of killing the zombies, they decided to kill people so they can be the last ones to find the cure and get rewards for it.
How is that gonna work if the end of the world's here? You're not gonna get a fucking reward for
Unless they
getting
find
the last
the cure.
Whatever. So okay. So continuing on from where he left off, Marcus, his dad had a few guns in his closet before he ended up getting infected. So Marcus was able to grab them. He got a shotgun and he got two pistols. And then he also found a bow and arrow. Not a crossbow like you guys are used to with Daryl.
I
Daryl
swear
Dixon.
I thought you were gonna say he actually found a boner.
Nope.
But you said bow and arrow. I was like, what?
Nope.
A boner?
Nope. So they all get in the truck, and unfortunately, the teachers ended up hitching a ride. So they get chased by zombies, and Matthew straight up hates Rodriguez, and she's like, help me, they're about to bite me. She's in the back of the truck. So he takes out his shotgun and says, fuck you, bitch. Shoots her off so that they can stall.
All right, so after she gets shot off because no one likes Rodriguez.
Fuck you, cunt.
Why?
Oh.
All right, so you know, Reagan comes out sooner or later, and you know she calls him hot because you know he killed. Wait, it was you who killed him, right?
Yeah.
All right, so she calls you hot. She goes, she's trying to fill in your bod. You know,
wow, you have an obsession with little girls trying to fill up on my body.
She fills up and down. You're like your sexual 6-pack.
Well, you guys know what he does when he gets home.
No, it's not like that.
Uh-huh.
All right, so and then so his sister, So wait, no, not his sister. I mean, her sister, Reagan's sister would be Rachel, I guess. She will come in and she will
right there. Okay, so all right, so before we continue, what happens is that they start running and they run out of gas. Unfortunately, they got about 20 zombies on their tail. So I'm gonna put it out there. Callahan and Grinder are pretty old. They're from like Jurassic Park age.
God.
I know. So they're like in their 80s. So they start running. They're like, oh my hip, oh my ass. And so they fall down and they get infected. So we start running. All right. So I got the shotgun, and these are I got the shotgun, but then Shay takes it away from me. Marcus takes the two pistols, and I take the bow and arrow. So we started running, and I'm shooting with great accuracy, might I add, and I start killing all the zombies.
Yes.
However, Rachel ends up getting scratched by one of the zombies and ends up biting Reagan and starts eating her brain. We have no other choice, so we lit one of the arrows on fire and we shot it through her throat, and then it hit gasoline and it lit them both on fire.
That sounds hot. All right, so when she's on fire, everyone's burning. We sit there, we watch, and for some reason we have uncooked food, so we decide to cook it on their dead bodies. There's a fire there already started, so why not? So we put it over them. We cook a little chicken. We cook some tacos. For you and Marcus, and then
I'm not even Mexican, you racist.
Close enough.
I would take rice and beans before I take that.
All right, then. Well, you get rice and beans. And, Marcus will get his tacos.
And then you get your Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Not saying that I wouldn't take that, but so yeah, I get my Kentucky Fried Chicken. We eat for a while, we feast, and it turns out that Regan and Rachel were actually survived the fire. So they get up as we turned around, looking at the sunset. Finishing out. They come and they attack us.
However, this time I don't make it an error, so I shoot them both in the heart, and this time they die. And to make sure that they died, Marcus for some reason grabbed a machete and chopped off both of their heads. And then he just started chopping them up into pieces because at this point Marcus was just going crazy. He wasn't in the right mental state at this point.
He had a crush on Reagan, and he got sad, so he stabbed him a couple times.
Wow. Okay, so we started running, and we end up meeting up with these people. They call themselves the Andersons. And we're looking at them, and they're like straight up geeks. And I mean bigger than us. Why the fuck do I look like that guy from Star Trek? I just noticed my hairstyle. I gotta change it up. But so yeah. But so we meet up with them, and they're like straight up geeks. So they ended up making guns that are in the shape of a controller. So when they press like the back button, it shoots.
All right. So when you press. Are you playing a game? You press the back button and shoot?
They're geeks.
What is this? Alright, so for some reason they have their Xbox controller connected to like their weird like super spray gun that's green. I don't know what we're gonna call it. The gay gun. It shoots white stuff and splats everywhere, and it gets a splash damage to the other zombies surrounding it. It goes everywhere.
Splash damage. That's
firm splash damage, and shoots little Marcuses. And it splashes everywhere, So the geeks, we have to murder them to get these weapons because they said that we can't get these weapons, and we were like, well, this is the only way we can survive. So what I do is I shoot at one of them, and then one of the nerds knows karate and stuff. He grabs the bullet like some Bruce Lee guy, and he flips the bullet back at me, and I'm like, and it's super speed, like lightning speed. And I dodge it, and I uppercut him so hard.
This turned into Dragon Ball Z really fast.
No, he's like Bruce Lee.
But so eventually, the guy just kills Shay. So
why?
So I shoot up my bow and arrow like, bitch. For some reason, he doesn't decide to dodge it, and he gets killed. So there's this girl, and she gets horny, like super horny. She's like,
her name's Reagan.
She's like, no. Her name is Angel, but we call her Bangle. So she's like, you just killed them.
Oh, she's touching herself.
Yeah. So however, she starts touching herself, and she's like, oh yes, and we're all freaked out, like, bruh, and we're all like, we don't understand what to do. So now,
we join in.
No, we don't join in. We just let it go. However, a part 2 for this story will be coming soon. So we'll leave it at this girl fingering herself. Goes on.